Welcome, dear students, to another class of computer applications. Today, we are going to discuss about lesson number 6, that is computer networking. And in this unit, we are going to talk about network components. So, networking components means like in internet, we have seen that it is a combination of hardware and software. So, what are the components or hardware things that we require for establishing a network? So, that comes under the category of components of networking. So first component of networking is server. Server means it is a powerful computer that is having a high speed computation speed and great processing capacity. There can be multiple servers in a computer network. Server means you can say whenever we are making some request, so our machine is a client and we are sending that information to a place where we get that particular information. So that particular information is searched on server, and with the server that particular information is sent back to us. So there can be multiple server in a computer network, and server can link other computers or electronic devices together to provide us important services to both private or public users. That means we can say a work of server is to serve the response. We are making a request to the server and server is giving us the response in back. So here you can see in the diagrams that there are different types of servers are explained here. You can see that in the middle center computer which looks like a CPU, that is a server and that is connected with other nodes or computers. Okay, and in the back side or down the two diagrams that are showing server rooms. Okay, so this type of arrangement is known as server. Next is client. Client means client is a computer through which we are making a request, okay, which uses a network to access a remote service from the server. Now it can access all the applications or information from the main server. So a client is known as node. So see here in this diagram, this mobile, this computer, they are no laptop or computer, they are known as clients because we are connected with the internet, and internet is connected with server. Server is powerful computer. So our machine is known as node, or we are the clients who is making request from the internet, and server respond us through internet or serves our request. So this is about client and server. Internet is based on client server architecture. Okay, so next is network interface card. This is also a component through which we are connected with the internet. It is a piece of computer hardware that facilitates communication between different computers over a network. So in our laptop or in our computer, this NIC card is inbuilt in our motherboard. Okay, so the NIC identifier, that is network interface card, that identifies every single node in a network by providing a unique physical address to it. So whenever we are connecting with an internet, we are having a unique machine code, or you can say a particular NIC number. So this address is stored on the chip which is mounted on the card. So this is about network interface card. It can be internal network interface card, that is inbuilt, or we can externally also connect the network interface card. But most of the laptops or computer, they're having this NIC inbuilt in them. Okay, so this is about network interface card. Next is mode of connection. So what type of mode we are asking for connection? So computer networks can be classified on the basis of hardware and software technology, which is used to interconnect the individual devices in a network. So we can connect with optical fiber cable. So first diagram is depicting optical fiber cable, and then we can connect it with Ethernet. Ethernet is a telephone cable that is appearing on the right hand side on this slide. So this is Ethernet cable, or we can connect it wirelessly, wireless LAN. So this is a wireless single signal that is shown here in this diagram. So like this we can connect, or you can say mode of connections. 3 mode of connections are here. So see, all the nodes or all the computers in a network, they're connected through basic hardware component, such as it can be connected with network interface card, or it can be connected with a other hardware device that is known as bridges, hubs, switches, or routers. Okay, so these hardware components are further connected to each other by cables. So this diagram is depicting the arrangement of computer with a central cable. or central wire that is shown here in the form of lines. Okay, so let's talk about them one by one. So first is modem. Modem is an hardware device that is known as modulator or demodulator. So a modem, it enables us to connect your computer to available internet connection over the telephone lines. So a modem is used to provide us internet connection through telephone line. What is the role of modem? Is the role is that it converts digital signal into analog. It converts digital signal of computer into analog signal, and always signals travel in the analog form through cables, okay, or telephone line. So analog signal is in the form of waves, and digital signal is in the form of beams, like this. Here you can see a square beams. So this always whenever a signal is transmitted through telephone line, it should be in the form of analog signal. So this modem, it works as a signal connector. You can say it converts this digital signal into analog signal at the sender side. There are two sides, sender and receiver. So at the sender side, it converts the digital signal into analog so that it can travel with the telephone line, and at the receiver, it is doing the reverse process, that is demodulation. In that, it just converts that analog signal into digital signal so that receiver can get the original information. Okay, so see here at the destination, the receiver modem further converts this analog signal into digital signal so that the data can be understood at the receiver end. Now modems are also categorized into two parts: internal modem, that is shown here in the diagram, and external modem is also shown in the diagram. Internal modem means it is also inbuilt on the motherboard, and externally also we can connect the modem if it is not inbuilt on the motherboard. So this is the picture of external and internal motherboard that is available on this slide. Okay, next is hub. Hub is also a networking device. So that hub is used to connect multiple computers and computing devices directly to the network using cables. So the diagram that is shown here, it is having some you can say holes. So those holes are known as ports, and the connections are establishing using fiber optical cable also. So when the hub receives the data at one of its port, it distributes the same data to the other ports. Like we can say we are connecting multiple computers. So if if a sender is sending something, so that data is transmitted to the all the receiving nodes that are connected with that hub. Okay, so we can say a hub sends all the data it receives to all the connected ports. In class 8th also we have seen the difference between hub and switch. So switch is sending all the data to intended data to the particular node, but hub can send the data to every node that is connected with that particular hub. So now let's talk about switch. So switch may contain many ports, but to connect different network segments. They are similar to hubs but offer greater performance. So switch is better as compared to hub, because switch is only providing the particular information to the receiving node only, for which we are sending that particular information. It is not distributing that to all the nodes. Okay, when a network contains a large number of devices, switches are needed instead of hubs to make sure that the communication between the devices do not slow down. Unlike hub, like this is the difference between hub and switch. A switch is aware of the address assigned to each of its port and send the incoming data it receives only to the correct port. That means the destination on which we want to send it sends data only to that particular node, not all the nodes. Okay, so this is the difference between switch and node. So switch and hub. So this switch and hub is also a device. So what we have seen is we have seen about in network interface card, that is the one component of computer networks, and then we have seen in mode of connection first modem and then hub and then switch. Now next term is repeater. Repeater means whenever we are sending a signal from one place to another place. So through transmission medium we are sending. Transmission medium means it can be air, telephone lines, etc. So whenever we are transmitting a signal, it happens that due to the noise or other hindrances in the network, the signal gets weak. So if we don't want our signal to be altered or weak, so for that a repeater is required. A repeater is a communication device that is used to regenerate a signal. That means it should not it should not destroy our signal, or it should not make our signal weak. Okay, so it receives electronic signals, clean them and retransmit them. So these signals tend to distort when transmitted over long distances. So to get a better quality signal in between the network, there is a device, that is repeater, that continuously cleans the noise, or that continuously maintain its originality of the signal, and retransmit it, so that the signal is at the receiver and it receive as a proper signal. So repeaters are needed so that the signals can travel longer distances with the same strength or even at a higher power. So this is about repeater. You can say repeater enhances the quality of signal, or it just cleans the signal or retransmit the signal. Okay, so this is about a repeater. Repeater is also a device, and the diagram is shown here. It is a Wi-Fi repeater, or it can be in appearance it should be like the modem or hub or etc. Okay, like it appears as a box. Next is router. Router means like as the name suggests, it provides the route to the signal. Okay, so a router is a communication device that is used to connect two different networks, such as two LANs, one LAN or one WAN. So you can say it connects different types of network. Okay, it play a very important role in controlling the traffic and keeping the network efficient. Like you can say in traffic management, the traffic police, what it does, it just tells the vehicles that are coming from different sides that you have this particular portion vehicle, they can go pass through this traffic light, or it can stop some vehicles. So similarly in router also, it just checks the addresses of the signal, and then it can send the signals to the particular direction as per the routing table. There is a table that is having the addresses of all the coming or outgoing messages. So it just checks all those things, and it makes the traffic, it just controls the traffic and keeps the network efficient, and it chooses the best route for the data packets. Signals are traveling in the form of data packets or small packets, so that it should be transmitted at the particular receiver or properly at the particular address. So this is the work of router. You can say that router provides route to the signals, or it connects different types of networks, that is two LANs or one LAN and a WAN, etc. Okay, so this is about router. Next type of mode is gateway. Now gateway means it connects two different types of network. Like we have seen in the router, that router connects only two LANs or two WANs. That is similar type of network. But gateway connects two different types of network, you can say. Okay, so see here, a gateway is a network point that act as an entrance to another network. So you can say different types of network, different protocols means some rules, set of rules. Okay, that provides freedom and convenience to enjoy online. So you can see here that gateway is just a medium that is connecting the two types of networks. It allows us to carry out various online activities, such as sending email. We can send emails, we can browse web pages, we can do shopping also, that is on buying things online, or many more things we can do with the gateway. Okay, so it also ensures the security also. Gateway means, you can say, like in our home also we are having a gate. Okay, so gate is connecting one room with the hall, gate is connecting kitchen with the hall. Okay, so that gate means different types of portions it can connect. Okay, and next type of connection mode of connection is bridge. Bridge means like on river there is bridge, so it connects similar type of networks. Like one side is of the bridge is same, like the two shores it can connect. Okay, so bridge is a repeater with add-on functionality of filtering content by reading the address of source and destination. It is used to interconnect two LANs working on the same protocol. So you can say it works with the same type of protocol and same type of network. But that gateway, it is used to connect different types of network or segments. It can connect LAN with WAN. Okay, it can connect MAN with WAN. But bridge, it is specific with the same type of network. It can connect only two LANs, two WANs, or you can say same type of shores. Okay, in real life if we can talk about. So it is used to interconnect two LANs working on the same protocol and provide communication between them. It also prevents unnecessary traffic for entering the network, and also reduces congestion. Congestions means traffic, okay, or any other network issues, it can resolve that. So these are the types of mode of connections that comes under the category of network component. So this is all about these. So what we have seen in the today's class is we have seen servers are powerful computer. And in server, whenever you are making a request, like whenever I am accessing some page, so you are giving a query, so that query is sent to the computer or internet, and then the relevant pages are brought back and it is sent back to you. So this is a functionality of server, and server can be a web server. So if you are accessing web pages, it is a web server. If you are printing something from internet, that is print server. And if you are accessing some database, that is known as database server. Next, we have seen about client. Client is also a computer that is making a request to the server, and the server is sending back the request. And after that, we have seen NIC, network interface card, modem, hub, switch, repeater, router, gateway, and bridge. So this is all about today's class. We will continue this chapter in the next class. Thank you so much, students.